We are a day late, and the reason why is because we were trying to gather some information concerning the SJMSAA playoffs. It's going to be an interesting week, so let's get you caught up on the 32081 Scoreboard Show.
It's time for the 32081 Scoreboard Show. Let's recap the latest weekly scores and highlights from around the county.
Hello, I'm Todd, and welcome to the 32081 Scoreboard Show. Okay, so here's the deal. We only had one of our sideline reporters from the middle school / academy division call in this week. So let's go ahead and get it kicked off with Tiffany for the Valley Ridge Hawks.
This is Tiffany Mason coming to you from Plantation Park. Valley Ridge took care of business with a 38-8 victory over Passetti Bay. The defense played really well, and a sound defense at that. The offense was clicking through the air. Chase Bogle was hard to bring down in the running and passing game. Cash Calbo, Adrian Lopez, Alexander Winkles, and Noah Wozniak added receiving touchdowns for the scoreboard, as well as Aiden Fiver with 4 passing touchdowns to cap off the offense. Next up is the big rival and our homecoming game against Palm Valley on Thursday night at Nice High School. See you there.
Thanks, Tiffany. As always, we would love to have all teams on the show, but we need sideline reporters to call in the details. So here's what's interesting this week in the Academy playoff scenario. As Tiffany said, the Valley Ridge Hawks will take on the Palm Valley Bobcats in the Battle of the 32081. That's in its third year. What we know is that Andy Williams and his Freedom Crossing Falcons have locked up a playoff spot, as well as the Patriot Oaks Chargers. Now, here's where it gets interesting. If Palm Valley beats Valley Ridge on Thursday at Nice, and then beats Freedom next week, a 3-way tie happens between Palm Valley, Valley Ridge, and Mill Creek for the remaining 2 spots. Whew, this is going to be fun. Okay, so let's turn our attention to high school. First, last week I gave a little feedback to Bishop Kenny about their terrible coverage on the NFHS network when I tried to watch Kenny versus Ponte Vedra. Well, I don't know if we here at the 32081 had anything to do with it, but last week, well done, Kenny Productions. Great job on your coverage. It was great to see the change. Now, after 2 games in 1 week, the Nice Panthers set their sights on their first district game against Flagler Palm Coast. Here is Coach Pekakonis with the report.
Representing the Nice Panthers football team, this is Coach Pekakonis. The Panthers were once again dealt another loss at the hands of the Flagler Palm Coast football team by a score of 42-28. The Panthers were led by quarterback and Florida commit Marcus Stokes and the sophomore phenom wide receiver Maddox Spencer. They hooked up for 2 TDs. In 2 weeks, the Ponte Vedra Sharks will come to town to play the Panthers for the Battle of the Bridge. For the 32081 Scoreboard Show, this is Coach Pekakonis from Palm Coast, Florida.
So good luck to the Panthers, and that is going to be a very interesting game with the 2 schools so close together, and that one's always fun to watch no matter what the records are. So we'll see how Ponte Vedra and Nice square off in a couple weeks. Now, unfortunately, we only had one sideline reporter against Coach Pete. Thank you so much for him calling in each week. So let's go ahead and give you the other scores from around the area. Bartram over Creekside, 59-27. The Bears remain undefeated and are 2-0 in their district. The Beachside Barracudas lost to Paxton, 34-21. Pedro Menendez soared past Clay High School, 22-18, and they're still holding on to second place in their district with a 2-1 record. Ponte Vedra falls to 3-4 on the season with a loss to Trinity Catholic, 26-21. St. Augustine had a bye, and they'll take on the Gainesville Hurricanes this week. And finally, the Tocoi Toros were swept up by the Bradford Tornadoes, 27-0. That's your show, and like I said, we are always looking for sideline reporters. So if you know someone, or even a student, who would be interested, please send us a message through our Facebook page. And we are also more than willing to provide a service letter for students since we do this show for the community. As always, thanks for listening, and be sure to subscribe to the 32081.
Thank you for listening to the 32081. We hope you enjoyed today's episode.
I love the show, guys. You're awesome.
Please don't forget to subscribe to the show so you can join us for the next episode.
I never miss an episode. It's the best.
Until next time, take care.